Hey y'all, welcome to Cougar Soul Late Night. I'm your host Mocha, and tonight we're diving into something that doesn't get enough attention, mental health within the Black community. As you know, February is dedicated to Black history, which means we are celebrating Black excellence, culture, and resilience. While there is so much to celebrate within the Black community, it's important to acknowledge that mental health has often been overlooked and under-recognized. We have certainly came a long way, but we still have so much more progress to do with making sure that our community has access to the right resources and support for us to become the best versions of ourselves. The stress, expectations, and unspoken struggles, it all adds up. And here at the University of Houston, there are so many organizations dedicated to making sure that Black students have spaces to feel connected, seen, and heard. Tonight, we are shining light on different organizations and events that have happened right here on UH's campus that prioritizes the mental health and wellness of students. This is going to be a genuine and comfortable conversation. Taking care of yourself isn't just self-care, it's powerful acts of resilience. So whether you're sipping your coffee or tea or just chilling after a long day, stay right here. Along with highlighting the importance of mental health throughout this episode, we will also be highlighting the different businesses around the city of Houston. The correspondent for tonight is Chloe, and she's had the opportunity to talk with Flora Culture, which is a small business right here in the city of Houston. So everyone, please welcome Chloe Cowens. Woo! So Chloe, please tell us about your experience with Flora Culture and what exactly the company does.
Okay, so I had the opportunity to interview the co-founder of the Flora Culture, which is a small business that sells plants. They do workshops, they do material designing, really just trying to help people connect more with nature and know how to put plants together, I guess you could say. I know the episode is around mental health, and people don't really talk about the connection that plants and nature has to our mental health and how it can uplift us. So that's why I really wanted to talk to them and talk about her journey, because I know that she went through some hardships with trying to get the company up and running. So.
Thank you so much, Chloe. Here's a wonderful segment with Chloe from the co-founder of Flora Culture.
My name is Gemini Oaks, and I own the Flora Culture with my husband. We have 3 little kids, so I like to think of them as joint owners as well. We opened before COVID. We actually established our business in May of 2018, and then we opened our first brick and mortar in 2019. A few months before COVID, which is wild for any business, and that's our other location. This location is our Midtown location, and it's been open for almost 2 years now.
So you say you opened before COVID, so what were some of the hardships that this business took because of COVID?
So Matthew, my husband, he left his he's doing design for an architectural firm, and so he left there to start our business, and I was in oil and gas, and we both graduated from U of H. Go Cougs!
Yes.
Exactly. And so I would say the hardship was just starting a business, and then a few months in, the whole city shuts down, and like nobody knows what's going on, and what a time to be alive, right? So just the uncertainty, because we basically put our savings and our whole lives into this, and then we were terrified that it was just gonna like fall through the cracks. And so it was a scary something like 6 weeks of the store being closed that we had just opened.
Yeah.
But after that, it picked back up, and it, because it was COVID and a lot of people were at home, it actually turned out for our benefit, because so many people wanted plants, so many people wanted interior scaping, which is what we do, and so it was a hardship that turned out for good.
Like during that, did you ever like talk to your husband like maybe we should not open the shop, just like?
Yeah. I mean, before we did, I think like having a small business is not for the faint of heart.
Right.
And so like even before we opened, I had like a come to Jesus moment with my husband where I was like, I'm scared. I'm scared to be poor. I'm scared to not have food for our kids. Like this is not just about us, or not have medical insurance. These are all the challenges I think of like a small business? Like, how do you have that capital to start something? So yes, definitely, it was terrifying. And then of course, this, like, all the fears became real with COVID, because nobody knew, like, you know, what our world is going to look like post the coronavirus.
So I see that we have some ceramics here. Can you talk a little bit about that? Like, how do you choose which ones you want to go in your shop and all that?
So we are very intentional about, like, the curating our space. We, you know, just from our aesthetics, it's very minimal, a very clean design, but different people have different personalities, and so we try to accommodate all of that. But we like to support local. So, like, for example, right here we have, this is by Naomi. She's a local ceramicist, and she does all her work by hand. But because of that, it's only small batches. So we still have to get, like, some large batch items to basically keep up with demand and volume. So, yeah.
How do you guys make sure, so plants have connection with mental health, of course. It can uplift us, just really connecting with nature as a whole. So how do you make sure that your customers are feeling a connection with nature? I know you guys do workshops, interior designing and all that, so.
Yeah. So when we first opened, there's a particular design aspect that we wanted to focus on, which is called biophilic design. So biophilia is our human innate desire to connect with nature. We want to, like, it's part of who we are to connect with nature. So that's why you see in a lot of, like, these urban cities, they are very intentional about, like, creating these little green moments, because people need it. We need it for our mental health. And there's so many studies that have been done by many accredited universities and scholars that show that plants or being around and being in green spaces is actually a boost to productivity, for example. So companies that spend that money to put plants in their offices and in their create these green spaces and green walls, it really helps to boost productivity and your mental health. It's again just overall peace in your spirit and reduces stress and anxiety. So absolutely incorporate. You cannot be, like, overly anxious when you're in the jungle. I mean, unless you're being chased by some crazy leopard or something. But other than that, like, in a non-violent animal chasing you mode, it's wonderful being in a place that feels like green and lush.
Well, thank you so much. This is a really nice shop. So my last question would, what would your advice be for new business owners? Because I know you had to persist through a lot of things. I know COVID was probably, like, one of the biggest unexpected challenges that you had to come across. So what would your advice be for?
Oh my gosh, pray. Pray, have faith. Like, for me, I will say my faith is my anchor. And so, because it's not easy, I mean, we came from, like, a corporate environment where we're getting our salaries every 2 weeks, or regular salary, so that's expected. And then you start a business and you have, like, some highs and you have lows. And the truth is that I would say a big advice is, don't over celebrate the highs and don't beat yourself up on the lows, you know, because it's gonna be this. So just keep going, just keep swimming, like in Finding Nemo, just keep swimming. And yeah, just for me personally, I think just having a sounding board, for me that's prayer, that's my faith, and having a community of, like, incredible people. I have the most incredible women that are around me, and I love supporting other young women as well that are coming behind me as well. Just, I think having a village of people that will support you and stand by you and fight for you and push for you is really, really important. You're gonna need it, you know? So that's my advice, is create a community and pray, both of those things.
Tell them where you can check out the shop. I know you guys have this Midtown location and the Galleria as well.
Yes, so we have a location by the Galleria. It's about half a mile from the Galleria. It's on Chimney Rock. And then this location is here in Midtown, Milam and Elgin. But really just go on our website, thefloraculture.com. Our social media is always popping off at the Flora Culture. So yeah.
All right. So thank you guys so much for watching. Now back to the show.
Now we have some special guests joining us. These individuals, who also happen to be students at the University of Houston, have had an enormous impact. Please introduce yourselves.
My name is Braden Lancico, and I'm the president of the Caribbean Collective.
What's good, y'all? My name is Patrick Anya, part of Meditation Monday, and I'm the community liaison.
Hey y'all, my name is Anna Abdallah, and I'm the president of Black Women Wellness Collective.
So Braden, last semester you hosted the first Black Solidarity Day. What was your inspiration behind that?
So it originally started with my mentor, Lahas. He kind of explained to me what the day meant, and it's the day before Election Day, the first Monday in November. And it's really important because, especially it being an election year, just for us as a community to be grounded and, build community with each other, understand that we're what we have, and it's important for us to stick together, especially during times like these.
Thank you. So Patrick, if someone were to come to you and ask you what is Meditation Monday, how would you respond?
Yeah, so Meditation Monday is a place where people are allowed to sit with themselves, be in the present of the moment, and practice being mindful. At Meditation Monday, we would like people to sit and really reflect on their emotions and really see how that triggers them in a good way or bad way so they can improve their mental health in the interim.
So the Black Women's Wellness Collective is a relatively new organization. How do you feel the impact can help students on campus?
So I think we're in a time and age where people tend to neglect things that really connect to them. So in terms of like domestic violence and like health inequities, I want people on our campus to really learn about how they can advocate for themselves and do better for ourselves, because I just want everybody to be healthy and know how to maneuver, because once you move like on in the adult life, nobody's there to like tell you kind of what to do. So if you're being mistreated, how will you know like how you can stand up for yourself?
Wonderful, thank you. As the president of the Caribbean Collective, what have you implemented on campus to create a sense of community for students?
Well, one thing that we try to do for our members is have member exclusive nights. So especially for people who are really new or haven't found the community for themselves yet, whether you're Caribbean or not, we try to have member exclusive nights where you can have a little bit more intimate interactions with people, get to know them a little bit more, and start to build that community so that you have somebody to walk that college experience with.
Thank you. What is the mission for Meditation Monday, and how do you want people that go to your events to leave, and how do you want them to feel after they have left your events?
Great question. When people attend Meditation Monday, we would like them to feel relaxed and very centered. We really focus and press reflection. That we feel is a very impactful practice, and it goes hand on hand with improving mental health.
And you, Braden, you have a brand called Never Turn Negative.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about that.
So Never Turn Negative is a clothing brand that me, and my business partner started a few years ago, and the whole mantra and purpose behind Never Turn Negative is to, embrace the things that you're going through, whether it's positive, negative, you're sad, depressed, angry, whatever emotions that you're feeling during that time, it's okay to feel that way, but how are you gonna let those emotions consume you? Don't let them dictate your life. So it's a little bit different from Stay Positive, where you kind of neglect those things, but we don't want you to do that. It's understand it's human to feel that way, but don't let those emotions dictate you. How are you gonna bounce back from that is really our main message.
Thank you. When you host your events, you encourage people to bring notebooks and journals, assuming for reflection. How does reflection correlate with mental health?
So reflection, like I mentioned before, is very impactful in the process of improving your mental health. Journaling and talking amongst oneself really does help that. Reflection specifically, when you reflect, you sit with yourself, you have a moment to really think about, okay, this may have been good for me, this may have been bad for me. This group of people may have been good or bad for me. People may overlook that, the importance of reflection, but it does go, and it's very important for us to practice that. So.
And for you, my last question is, what impact do you want to leave with your group on this campus? How do you want Black women to feel when they come to your events, and how do you want people to describe your organization?
Comfortable enough to have left with people that they can go to in times of like despair, or even in like when they need a friend. And the impact I hope to leave is that people really start to tune in to how like society will affect us in areas in terms of like healthcare and even personal life and mental life. Like I just want everybody to elevate themselves in terms of their overall well-being.
Thank you so much. Guys, give it up for them. And before you go, we're going to be playing a little game called Black Card Revoked. Who's ready for Black Card Revoked? Woo! Okay, introduce yourself.
Patrick. Braden.
Zakaya. Anna.
All right, our first question for the day is, who sells the best quality biscuits? A, Red Lobster, B, Popeyes, C, Church's, or D, Luby's?
Hell, no damn movies.
All right, who's got their answers? All right, the answer is Church's. Woo! You got that right? I need you to be more hype.
They're so good.
Okay. I didn't know if it was.
Yeah, that's
I love
Church's.
Church's so bad.
All right, next question. Which show did not air in the 90s? Martin, A, B, Girlfriends, C, Moesha, or D, Meet the Parkers? Or the Parkers?
What did he?
Yeah, what show did not air in the 90s? A, Martin, B, Moesha, C, Girlfriend, D, the Parkers. I did get that order wrong, but it's okay. Okay, so, are we ready?
Yeah.
Zakaya? The answer is Girlfriends B! Woo! You got that wrong! You got that wrong! Okay.
Smooth cat, man. What?
Not gonna lie.
All right, question number 3. According to Kanye, who doesn't have the answers? A, Taylor Swift, B, himself, C, Sway, D, Jay-Z.
Wait. Run that by me one more time.
According to Kanye, who doesn't have the answers? A, Taylor Swift, B, himself, C, Sway, or D, Jay-Z.
I'm gonna go.
Do, 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 do. All right, time's up. The answer is C. You got that one wrong. Next question. True or false? The United States is the only country that celebrates Black History Month. Put A for true and B for false. Do, 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 do. All right, time's up. The answer is B.
Yeah, B.
The United States is not the only country.
Yeah.
Canada, United Kingdom, and Ireland all celebrate Black History Month.
Oh, is it all February for them too?
I don't know. Please don't put that question in because I don't have the answer. So, Jerome from Martin is a player from where? A, Detroit, B, Harlem, C, Chicago, or D, the Himalayas? Do, 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 do.
Can you repeat the answer one more time?
Oh yeah, A, Detroit, B, Harlem, C, Chicago, or D, the Himalayas. Do, 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 do. All right, reveal your answers. Wrong, wrong, and wrong. The answer is the Himalayas. Woo!
What's that?
Huh?
What? Which one? Which answer choice?
D.
Yeah, they
Oh.
I don't even, I don't know. All right.
Am I
Why?
Well, the Google does say Detroit. Not
Chloe.
y'all cheating?
What?
Why are you
What you talking about, bro?
Chloe. All right. Next question. Who wrote Lift Every Voice and Sing? A, Langston Hughes. B, James Weldon Johnson. C, Booker T. Washington, or D, Maya Angelou? And y'all better not get it wrong.
It's choices one more time.
Fear.
A, Langston Hughes, B, James Weldon Johnson, C, Booker T. Washington, or D, Maya Angelou? And come on. I'm gonna be really disappointed.
The song name
got
one
you.
more time. The song name one more time.
It is Lift Every Voice and Sing. Y'all want me to play it?
No, if you play it, that's gospel song. Oh, wait.
I don't know that song.
You talking about him better get it right?
This is Black Card.
That's crazy.
My card been
Do you have your black card, host?
Hey, run the answer. I got it.
I've never heard this song in my life. The
Wow.
answer is, reveal?
Yeah, okay.
The answer is,
What's the answer, Zakaya? I have no idea.
the answer is James Weldon Johnson.
Uh-huh.
What is that?
That was B.
Okay.
Would you get that right?
I've never heard that name before.
That's okay. All right, last question.
Never heard of that. But I listen to trap music.
Oh, that's all the questions. Thanks for joining us. All right. That's it. Okay.
So do I get my trophy now or after the show?
Y'all all lost. Like, y'all
I actually had the most right.
well,
I had the most right. I honestly believe I had the most
Well, nah, you actually gotta.
I don't even
So they got a
know.
little bucket out there. You actually gotta drop your black card in there. Yeah. Huh?
I knew from the jump mine was gonna be dropped.
Thank you for watching and joining us. If you want to be a host or a correspondent or a part of the show in any way, shape, or form, please email us at cougarsoullateNight@gmail.com. Thank you. Woo! And it's a wrap. Cut.
I've been knowing you for some while, Mr. What do you hum 8 bars of what song represents?
This is it. I've heard it.
So when did they turn into